Hey guys, TheFlutterTrainer here, back with another deck profile. This time, again, on Naturia's. Now, my Naturia deck is now like completely plant-based. Yesterday at Locals, it got me a record of 2-2. And it's not like I lost completely bad in my 2 games I lost. Like, I went up against Shadal's round 3. And we went to a 3rd game. I Naturia Beast OTK, or not OTK, pretty much Naturia Beast them. But I couldn't get a Beast on the field the 3rd game, so what am I gonna do? If I had gotten it on the field, I probably could have won that because I could have just milled everything and negated all their Shadal fusions. And then round 4 I lost against Crystal Beasts, but that's because my friend John's pretty good with Crystal Beasts. His Crystal Beast deck is great. I have a deck profile that'll be up soon. But yeah, so this is like completely plant-based. No more of those insects. There's one exception to the plant-based, but it's not really. There are 2 exceptions to the plant-based, but we'll get into that. So starting off the deck list for Naturia monsters, we're starting off with the Bamboo Shoots, triple Bamboo Shoot again. Main card, once you get them out, try to keep them out as much as you can. Tribute to Naturia, and if he's tribute something using a Naturia, your opponent can activate spells and traps. What a lot of people tried to do, like Compulse, Solemn Warning, Bottomless, they just can't. They can't activate traps in response to this guy's, response to his normal summon, because it's right as he hits the field. So yeah. Next, the probably most important Naturia besides Bamboo Shoot, and my favorite Naturia, Naturia Marin, playing 3 now. He's your recycler of the deck. When he's normal summoned, you send 1 Naturia from your deck to the grave, or you can, and once per turn, shuffle 2 from the graveyard back into the deck. It's nice. Also, a new cool thing about Marins, obviously that one wasn't signed, but I have 2 signed from some people at Locals. This is from a guy named Ryan. He's cool. And then this is from the card shop owner, so those are cool. Next for Naturias, we have triple Naturia Cherries. Just nice level 1 tuners you can use. If they're assured by anything your opponent does, they special summon up to 2 from the deck, and they're just nice floaters for Bamboo Shoot. Next for Naturia monsters, this is the one of 2 exceptions to the plant-based. You need to play 3 Naturia Cliff because he just searches out your Naturias, and it's just, you need him. You send from the field to the grave, just special summon a level 4 or lower Naturia from your deck. That's it for triples. For doubles, we have double Cosmo Beat. Normal, if your opponent normal lifts that monster, special him from your hand. He's nice floater for turn 1. Your opponent normal summons, you special him from the hand. They can't destroy it, so you can just use it for tribute for Bamboo Shoot after that, and it's just nice. Next for 2 Naturias, we have 2 Pumpkin. If your opponent controls the monster and you normal summon this, you can special another Naturia from your hand. It's nice for getting quick sinks into the mix. And then finally for Naturias, we have 2 Naturia Beans. Once per turn, can't be destroyed by battle. If you target this card for face-up attack, your opponent takes 500 damage. So, pretty much, if it's face-up on the field, your opponent has to take 1,000 damage before they can get rid of it. It's just nice stalled until you get like Naturia Bamboo Shoot on the field. That's it for Naturias. For just regular support for the deck, 2 Lonefire Blossom. Just nice because now that most of the plant is most of the deck is plant, you can just use his effect and get almost any Naturia out. We play 1 Spore. You know, just a nice level 1 tuner, and you can banish a plant. I like to banish Lonefire Blossoms to special him, make him a level 4, and then sync with that. Make nice rank level 8 synchros, like Stardust and everything. For the last plant of the deck is Botanical Lion. Just gains 300 for each plant on the field, making him, if you've got all 5 plants on the field, you can, if all your monsters are plant on the field, that can make him 31, matches Leo. So that's nice. I mean, he's just there for the attack. He's a nice level 4 just to play. And finally, we have, for the last monster and the non-plant, Penguin Soldier. Just 2 compulses, and it's nice. Because if you know me, I play penguins. I love penguins. Actually, I have 3. I love penguins so much that I've edited them 3 times. So that's it for monsters. For spells, we don't run many spells in the deck, but the ones we do count. We do play 3 Mystical Space Typhoon, just a staple for most decks. We play 2 Pot of Duality, again, staple for most decks. For the singles, we play Kaiser Coliseum, because if you have Bamboo Shoot and Kaiser on the field, you pretty much have field control. We play 1 Miracle Synchro Fusion. If a fusion material in your extra deck has 2 synchro material as synchro monsters as its fusion materials, and you can just banish those synchro monsters from your field or graveyard and special it from the extra deck. It's just nice. And then last 2 are staples, Book of Moon and Dark Hole. With Raigeki coming back, I don't know if I'm going to switch Dark Hole to Raigeki. You can if you want, but I do like Dark Hole a little more for this deck because you can destroy your own Cliff that way with Dark Hole, and you can get Cliff's effect off. And finally for traps, just a bunch of staples. 2 Call the Haunted, 2 Fiendish Chain, 2 Deep Prison. I'm bumping this up to 3. I think 1 Mirror Force, and I think I'm gonna bump up the Deep Prison to 3 and move Mirror Force to 1. We'll see, or Mirror Force to none. I'll switch it for another Deep Prison if I can get one. 1 Solemn Warning, 1 Bottomless Trapple, 1 Compulse, and I think this is a new addition to the deck, Starlight Road. It's going to be nice getting this in when you're playing, when people are now going to be playing Raigeki. Just negate it, special Stardust from your extra deck. It's going to be nice. Next, for the extra deck, for the Naturia monsters, we are playing 1 Beast, 1 Barkion, 1 Naturia Landois. Beast and Barkion most people know, but Landois, if your opponent's monster effect goes off, you can just send a spell from your deck to the grave, or from your hand to the grave, negate it, and destroy that card. Not really used much, but he's just a nice level 7 I can get into, and then use the cherries to go for level 8. And Naturia Exterio. This is the fusion of Beast and Barkion. The reason I'm playing Naturias is because of this card. He's pretty much a fusion of them. If your opponent activates a spell or trap, you banish a card from your grave, and then send the top card of your deck to the grave, and then negate it and destroy it. So that's it for Naturia Extra Deck. For regular Extra Deck, we are playing for level 5s. TG Hyper Librarian for draw power. Mighty Warrior for 22 level 6 beat stick. 2 Stardust Dragons because Starlight Road for 1 and Sync for the other. And a Leo because it's just a nice 31 you can make with this deck. That should be it for the main and extra, so I will go into side deck. I can get him out of its sleeve. Oh wow, I didn't even get one card. I forgot a card. Yeah, there we go. For the extra deck, we are playing 1 Naturia Stinkbug. Or we have 1 Naturia Stinkbug. Nice level 3 tuner if you decide to side him in. And then he's like a battle fade for Naturias. If your opponent targets a Naturia monster, a face-up Naturia monster for an attack, you can just tribute him and negate the attack and end the battle phase. That's nice. Redox, I don't really use. He's in the side deck because I don't really use him as often as I used to. But pretty much Monster Reborn for the deck. It's nice. Mystic Macrocarpacy, just for the level 3. And level 3 and the ability to change levels of my monsters. I don't really use so much. 2 Shogi Knight. Shogi Knights are actually pretty decent with this deck, especially if you have Marin in your hand. Basically, you normal him, target a back row, face down back row card your opponent has. If it's a trap card, you can destroy it and then special a level 3 Earth monster from your hand. It's nice because then you can use Marin's effect to get that off next, and if you already have a tuner on the field, you're all set to go. 1 Giant Rat, just if he's destroyed, target an Earth type monster in your deck with 1500 attack or less, and special it. Now, cherries, having like all 3 cherries in your hand is terrible, so these next 2 cards really help with that. Or if you just have Bamboo Shoot you want to just get rid of, because that does clog up. Vortex Trooper is 1. When it's normal summon, you can shuffle 2 cards from your hand into the deck, then draw 2 cards. And then once this card is destroyed, you just get to draw an extra card. So he's there for nice draw power. Pot of Generosity, just shuffle 2 cards from your hand into the deck. And then this last card is Air's Rock Sunrise. It's just nice because it'll Beast type. Well, yeah. So if you have something like, I'm sorry, I had to read this again. If you had something like, pretty much Barkion, I think. Exterio, Barkion, or not Barkion, Exterio, Beast, Leo, any of those, and you play this, you can target them in the grave and special them, and then all face-up monster your opponent controls lose 200 attack for each beast, plant, and winged beast type monsters. So it's just nice for getting, with all the plants that you're going to have in the grave, and then if you special those guys, your opponent's going to have some tough time. Well, that is it for Naturia's. I hope you guys enjoyed this updated deck profile. I will hopefully catch you guys soon. If you liked what you saw, please remember to subscribe. And with that said, this is the TheFlutterTrainer. Stay swaggy.